Part 4. Authorised or Revised. At the study, John read from Daniel chapter 2 verse 5, and I thought that I understood the meaning of the text, as it seemed clear to me. However, others said they did not understand the meaning of it because it was in the King James Version English, and their version of the Bible said something different. Then I listened to the NIV version. I thought it was saying the same thing as the King James Version, but in different words. However, on closer inspection, I now realise there was a difference between the two versions. The New International Version read, "The king replied to the astrologers, 'This is what I have firmly decided. If you do not tell me what my dream was and interpret it, I will have you cut into pieces and your houses turned into piles of rubble.'" The King James Version said, "The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, 'The thing is gone from me. If you will not make known unto me the dream, with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill.'" This was an example of where the New International Version does not say the same thing as the King James Version. I was unaware of the differences of the two readings until I read it this week. From our reading of the King James Version, it was clear that the king had dreamed a dream which disturbed him, but he had forgotten it. It had gone from him. So he was disturbed, and he called the Chaldeans to tell him what the dream was and its interpretation. They were to do this upon the pain of death for non-compliance. The NIV states that the king had had a dream that disturbed him, and he wanted to know the interpretation. It states that he had made up his mind that if the astrologers could not tell him his dream and the interpretation, he would cut them in pieces. He demanded the astrologers tell him the dream and the interpretation upon the pain of death for non-compliance. It doesn't say he had forgotten the dream or that it was gone from him, as the King James Version states. To me, I felt it important to look into this matter, as I'd never seen the difference before. There was definitely a difference in the two texts. So, what has this to do with our dreams? I knew from experience that I have had dreams from time to time, vivid dreams. Some I can remember, but others not, and that I had forgotten them as soon as I woke. They had gone from me. Sometimes an event took place and the forgotten dream returns to the memory. It was no surprise to me that the king in Daniel 5 had dreamed and forgotten his dream. So I have never had to question the reading of the King James Version where it states it had gone from him. So why do we have two different readings of the same verse in Scripture? So I can well view that my dream was given to encourage me to look into this problem. Having done so, I now realise that difficulties like this and the disputes that we have cause us to search out the matter for ourselves. For this reason, I have republished Philip Moreau's book, What Version, Authorised or Revised, which treats this subject matter very well. It was our Bible study that brought my dream back to me after so many years. It was a remarkable surprise to me that my dream so many years ago would prompt this discussion that we are having today.